right, hello wine drinking people. Today is it Thursday or Friday? Well, you know what? We didn't do a show yesterday, so it's Thursday, November 18th, but it's really Friday, November 19th. But anyways, we've got our Madeira tasting tonight. We're going to be taking down all these wines back to 1789. That's right, folks. You'll hear about it in What I Drank Yesterday tomorrow. Who knows what day you'll get the email, though. But anyways, what have I got to sell you today? Well, you know, we've got all of the wines coming in to the Wine Watch from my best of picks from 2010. And one of the wineries that always makes it into this section is Markham Vineyards. And not just because Brian Del Bondio, the guy that runs the place, is a good friend of mine, but because Brian is a really good friend. But besides that, Markham makes outstanding quality wines at an affordable price, something that they have never wavered from. Well, since I've known the winery, I went out there in 1993 when they unveiled their new facility, $13 million in renovations. Cafe Max was the restaurant that we did the opening dinner for the new tasting room and the new addition to the winery. And it was really the 1989 vintage of their Chardonnay that kind of turned things around at Markham Vineyards when the Wine Spectator picked it as their top Chardonnay of that vintage, and the wine was only like $14. Well, hey, guess what? Today, Markham Chardonnay is like $14. So nothing has changed, and still, their Cabernet, one of the best values coming out of Napa Valley. And you know what? This wine's regularly $30. We have got the best price in the country on Markham Cabernet Sauvignon for a limited time only, while supplies last, yada, yada, yada. It'll be here for the rest of the holidays, but our regular price is $32. We just got a few cases of this, and we've got a great price on it, $18.50. That's right, folks. Hey, Markham doesn't make 2 or 3 Cabernets. Well, they do have a single vineyard wine that they introduced this year. If you watched What I Drank Yesterday, you saw that a few months ago, the Yountville Cabernet. Actually, I think they do another one. I haven't had a chance to taste it yet, but the Yountville was outstanding. Definitely a few notches up from their Napa Cab. Their Napa Cab, to me, as I mentioned before, classic Napa Valley Cabernet, red and black currant fruit. This lovely bit of fresh, dusty earth and a little bit of toasty oak spice. Not overdone, a little bit different in style from the Mondavi, maybe not quite as sweet and fruity, but maybe a little more herbaceousness, something you get from Cabernet Sauvignon, the varietal, and this 2007 vintage, an outstanding vintage. I would say it's the best vintage of this decade. 2005 might be next. There's a little bit more alcohol in these 2007s, not quite as much as was in 2001 and 2002, 2 other great vintages from this decade, but you're going to see a lot of great 2007s. Hey, Robert Parker has been raving about this vintage. I put his review in here for you to check out his notes on this vintage, and check it out. Markham Vineyards 2007 Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.